Hey, welcome back, guys. As promised, we're doing another Immortals play video. It's funny, now that we're grinding a little bit more to level up the new guys, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, I'm actually enjoying the game a lot more, and I figured in tribute to the Conqueror Brock Lesnar, who was part of the reason we've been playing more, I thought it'd be cool to demonstrate him. He's not quite maxed out yet, he's only level 48, but online play is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So, in case you're not aware, you forgot, his special is, he's like a poor man's Shazam from Injustice, where he can use his special 2 over and over again without spending any adrenaline. Only for 10 seconds, usually you can get about 4 in, and if they hit you in the middle, then you can get less, but it's interesting. The problem with this is that the first one does the most damage, and each subsequent one seems to do less.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it does suck. And so this is how he's been geared. The chairman's suit to give him the 66.7 adrenaline, 66.7% adrenaline is basically 2 bars of power, 2 bars out of 3. And the other stuff is okay, it's not really what he's there for. It's so that he can take advantage of his passive right away. That's to give him the special 2 damage boost plus the crit chance. And a bit more crit chance on special 2. Why not? Since that's how we're using him. So he's going to be our special 2 specialist. And we're not really doing much different. We've got Dashing Rogue John Cena to handle the Big Show duel like we've seen. So he's basically got basic attack damage boost. And Enlightened Big Show is there to...
Team heal?
Yeah, he's the support. He's going to help us out in case we screw up. So luckily, we've actually got a Big Show duel team to start with. And we've seen before that Dashing Rogue John Cena can handle them himself anyways, but this is more demonstration to show you how good Brock Lesnar is. Although, I think on this fight, he's not going to be that useful.
Yeah. I wonder if the wrestlers care at all about how they're portrayed in this game. Like, if they actually care. Like, if Big Show has a good reason to be pretty happy about the fact that he's essentially the best team, right? Just him by himself. Him and other hims, right?
That's actually true.
It's flattering, I think.
It is cool because basically they're making you into superheroes, right?
Yeah.
How many was that? That was it. See, the problem is, because they swap out so much, he was actually not that useful.
Not as useful as he could have been, for sure.
Yeah, so in a team that's not a Big Show duel, he's going to be way more interesting.
Prominently useful.
There we go. His little symbol at the top shows that his passive stopped working, so now he's no longer an issue. Oops. Timing's a little bit off. I like the damage over time on John Cena.
And now the last Big Show is a little bit of a pushover.
Yeah, if you can't swap out, I mean, really, it's a tagging in, tagging out that makes him
so good.
Any good. Yeah, it's his passive. Alright, so that's just over a minute. Not awful, but not great. So it'll be really interesting. Oh, and by the way, clearly you're going to see when we filmed this during the double credit week. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know what, I bet you it's really cool because, I mean, entertainment is sort of the focus of wrestling. It definitely is a high intensity. It requires a huge amount of physical skill and ability, but these are entertainers, right?
Yeah.
And it's got to be really cool for them to be
superhero-style video game characters.
Yeah.
Because they probably identify a little more with this kind of thing than even just the actors who play superheroes normally, right? Because they are a little bit more of actually the way that they're portrayed in this, right?
You know what, to me, it would be like if somebody were to make an action figure out of me. That would be really cool. And this is very much, it's akin to that, right? It's not much different.
It's for the people who already have all that kind of stuff, already have action figures made out of it, already have all the fans. What's, I guess, the next cool thing? They get put in a video game, right? Where you get to be one of the high-level
Oh, I'm not even getting a chance either.
And definitely Big Show has reason to be happy about his
Oh wow, that was fast. Almost
position in the
anticlimactic.
game.
Alright, 30 seconds, not bad. Not awful. How much damage did he do? 84,000, not bad. Alright, so that was on just one of his attacks, and I guess... Were you paying attention? I don't know if there was damage over time and that's why he got the boost, because I think his regular damage on that is in the 60s only.
Yeah, I think you might have gotten some crits. I don't know, I wasn't exactly paying attention. I was watching it, I wasn't watching the numbers, right? To me, what's the most indicative thing? I normally just watch the health bar.
I wonder if they've actually made an adjustment in the gameplay. I remember when we first played Immortals, it seemed like the action was too fast and choppy, and it feels like I can actually follow a little bit more about what's going on.
Maybe
in terms of the action.
you just got used to it.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I honestly didn't expect to play all three of the NetherRealm games as much as I have. Okay, so the problem is when
won't
Money
be able
Bank
to
triggers,
start, yeah,
you have to block because they're going to get the first hit in if you try.
You know what? If I'm really appraising it, it looks almost as choppy. Like, if you're really watching it, does it look less choppy, or does it look just as choppy, you're just more used to it?
I don't honestly know. I think... Oh, wow, that was fast. Oh, I was just so surprised that he actually finished him off that I didn't realize I should have done a special too.
If I'm not looking at it kind of soft, just for the total screen... Oh, what I'm saying... I'm not really making much sense. If, I'm not looking at specific stuff, it does look pretty choppy if I'm just trying to take in everything, right?
Alright, and if you're... I don't know if you've been paying attention or not, but you notice every once in a while he stuns them? That's his gear, that's his signature gear, the champ spinner. And so there's a chance on the last hit of the combo...
To stun.
To stun. Which is...
That's pretty cool.
It's way better than the ones that require a combo finisher, because this way you can at least do the swipe, the heavy swipe attack. And the combo finisher doesn't always trigger, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about tap attack.
So that's just a straight up % chance on any move, which is better.
Yeah, actually, how fast was that? I wasn't really paying attention. But he does, I mean, clearly we were able to win pretty easily with Dashing Rogue John Cena before.
Well, okay, we're at Battle 4 out of 5 and it's been less than 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's not bad. But it's contributing to make the fight obviously a lot faster, right?
Yeah.
Because he's just going through it. Probably we didn't even need Big Show considering how little we're actually getting hit. But it's really for those, you know, battles of attrition where you're fighting a Big Show duo and they're whittling you down a little bit of time because you're just not getting that special in at the right time.
Yeah, then they're not the only one with a Big Show. You also have a Big Show.
Alright, okay. Skull King Triple H has the...
Same gear.
Yep.
Chairman suit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to kill Cyborg Lesnar and then switch out?
Yeah, I think if the next guy's switching is Skull King, then I'll just... Oh!
Switch.
There we go.
What does Flames of Fear do?
That's when, if Skull King is in when you switch in, he will, you'll take damage over time. Just for having switched in while Skull King was there.
Yeah, the consecutive suplex cities obviously aren't as good because there's none of the tapping, there's none of the extra hits. So it definitely does less damage. It's just a question of how much less damage it does, right?
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, it could have. I guess it could have been really overpowered. So how much damage did it do?
If it was like Shazam, it would have been way more overpowered.
That's why I like to say it's the poor man Shazam.
Yeah, they definitely made an effort to balance it a little more. 54 seconds, not bad.
Yeah, and 131,000 worth of damage. That's not bad.
Yeah, so I think they are trying definitely to balance all the characters a lot more. We've seen when characters like the Big Shows are really, really overpowered, right?
Alright, okay, you know what's funny? Usually it's the Big Show duels that are the
last like 3.
Yeah, and we got him first and now we haven't seen him again.
Weird. So we're getting a lot of easier fights, I guess.
Yeah, and aside from that first fight with the Big Show duel, which was just over a minute, These have all been
fast.
Just under a minute.
And Suplex City definitely helps with that. I think it does also help the real time. Because I know that it counts time differently when you're doing the special and the tapping thing. And I don't think it counts properly. Like, that entire, 3 seconds of tapping might only count as 1 second or not even at all, right? I don't actually know. The fact that you don't have to do all the extra taps and still get to do,
you grabbed me. I was trying to do my special too. Yeah.
And still get to do suplex. That's probably helpful. Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna run out of energy. There we go.
You know what I think they did, they made an effort to do in this game?
What's that?
They made an effort to display a lot more of the information. Like, they'd actually display things more as percentages, right? Like, you have, this percent more adrenaline. Instead of starting with 2 bars, they tell you exactly how much you start with, right?
So actually, we never had it on somebody who only had 2 bars. I wonder, I guess that would have meant that you would have started off with a lot less.
Yeah. And for Cyborg Brock Lesnar, they specifically say you can use as many 2s as you second specials as you want. Afterwards, you become exhausted. They specifically say that in the description, and I'm thinking about it, and they really want you to say that. They just, after you use it, you can use unlimited second specials for 10 seconds, and then afterwards, if they just took it away, everyone would kind of just assume. It seems like they've made an effort to specifically, state a lot more of the information that's actually going on beneath the hood.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair assessment. I think that's actually, I like that better. I think it helps with the understanding of the game, and then the more I understand about how things work, the more I can actually enjoy it.
Yeah, the more information that's phrased in an easy to understand way, the better, right?
Yeah. So that was Brock Lesnar in his, what I think is probably his most useful role, where he's playing the Special 2 specialist.
See you guys next time. Komoda.